We locked in. Number 12 against number 18. Faith against Sun Devils. We got to keep this undefeated streak going. We're finally in the mix to get into the college playoff. We're down to the nitty gritty. It's going to be like the last 3 seasons or 3 games of the season. For me, I might be able to finish that today if we feeling it. But we're going to take it one game at a time. Like and subscribe, and hope you enjoy this content.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes in whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of 2 elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Complete downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20.
Some bullshit.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to get
I did not mean to do that, but I'll take it.
13.
Holy smokes. That was a
Here's
glitch.
this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Makes a stop.
The teardrop RPO.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Number 5.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Quickly out to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The snap sets up the throw. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Here we go. Just keep slinging it. Wideout trying to get it in. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. They're trailing by 10 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he
that was so trash.
to take it in.
I know, dude.
Touchdown,
That guy's fucking good, though. 2 catches, 121.
Extra point here
Who
will
is that?
tie
I
the
didn't know
game.
who that is.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now this offense will take the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quick strike complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being
They're
so
shutting
good
my
at the
Heisman
point of
contender
attack
down
and
right now.
eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Still in their own territory, they'll go for it on 4th and long from their own 42. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle.
What a dime.
Bring him down, but the big play will
Davis
move the
Finney.
sticks.
What a dime.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big
Bro,
throw.
what the frick, dude? They're tripping. This is ridiculous. Is that that same guy?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Unloads quickly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Under fire. Drilled as he rolls.
Bad decision. That was cool. It was falling apart on me.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field.
We gotta get a stop to get the ball at halftime. We're losing our advantage right now.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. With the catch, it's Tyson. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200.
Oh, he's got some space.
They got to sit
Goes
there.
out of bounds, but not before he
I
gets
dropped
it
in
to
the
the edge of the
coverage.
red zone
They
right
hit
at
me
the
with the
20.
draw. Jesus.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
I need my defense to make a play.
Grab behind the line. It's McClain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Yeah, that man's
Tagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep.
Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now facing a 3rd and long. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great.
Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Takes it past the marker. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole.
That was crucial.
Not anymore. What a performance.
I really need
I really like the
my
play
defense to
calling by
step
the
up.
offensive
The
coordinator
quarterback's
on that
12 for
last drive.
13.
That was a
Sometimes
nice
the pass
mixture of
percentage is a
running
little broken on
and
this
throwing
game.
and getting different
Listen to
players
whether the
involved.
storm get a
Really
stop
nice job,
and be
very
out.
poised in that play calling, and
The
it showed
defense
up
is
with the
not my
touchdown.
strong suit.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. They're trailing by 10 to Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Levitt. Fires to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Give to Brown. Finding open areas. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And they finally
They are
get him
whooping
stopped,
my
and it's a
ass,
big
man.
throw and catch, and he's
This is
down
a
at the
shootout.
5. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
He's trying to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they
That was
are
big holding
threatening.
into a field goal.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle.
Got to
He
capitalize.
splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Now they'll run it to the right here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
Breaks into the open. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
We're in that top 12. Okay, so it's 12 to
One
make
more
it
period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Let's go. That was clutch. I was thinking about running clock, but I really want. I was like, nah, we need to score quick, just in case they score quick. That was so clutch.
His team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
User. Oh.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind. Oh, he's got some space. He scooped it, and he scored with it. Took the fumble all the way way back
Oh,
for a touchdown.
I couldn't have asked for any better right
It's
now.
really hard as a quarterback
Wow.
because you got your eyes downfield.
Finally
you're trying
get
to
some
find an
pressure and get
open
some
guy,
sacks,
you're
man. That's
trying to
been our number
negotiate
one
the
sleep
rush,
for
and
our
all of a sudden
defense
people
all
swatting
year.
at the ball.
Coverage
They
gets
hit you, they knock
roasted,
it out.
but when
Gotta
we
do
get
a better
pressure,
job next time
we make every
of keeping
quarterback
two
look
hands
bad.
on the ball so you don't get
Like I said, too, he was 12 for
like what happened
13 in the first half and completely cooked us. But sometimes you just got to weather that storm, man, and just don't make any negative plays. I haven't made any real bad errors.
They'll try to add another
Damn,
to
that's
their
how you do it
lead.
right there. We're chilling now. I'm not
And he
stressing.
made the extra point without problem. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tyson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing me.
Turning it on. He's got the first down.
I called a super dumb
job getting them out
defense, but I really wanted to make sure they didn't get a pass play on
was
me.
expecting run on that last 4th and 2
Third and-
play.
or
Good
4th
job
and
by
2,
the
I should have
offense
kinda
keeping
known
them
they were
off
gonna
balance
run,
with that
though.
play call.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he slipped.
Ooh, Tyson again. We got to drain this clock. The defensive touchdown gave us a little cushion, but see, if we didn't get that, look at this, we'd be having the pressure back on. But this next drive is important. We got to end the game now.
What a ball game.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. He's looking to pass. He gets it in for the
No way, dude. That was like the fucking Trevor Lawrence play. You got to be kidding me. All my defense just stood there.
And they finish it in style
All right,
with
whatever.
a
I gotta end this
57-yard
game
toss
now.
for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Here's the handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. A lot of room to the right. And they're in for a touchdown. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments
And that's
just
how a
like
Heisman
that.
Heisman winner does it. He be doing it. One cut to the house.
As much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
He just killed all their hopes and dreams right now. One play, one cut to the house.
Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Got enough 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. My defense, they're going to be running some
down in the fourth
suicides
quarter,
all
you
week.
better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue
Up,
to
downs, and
deliver like
suicides
this,
all week,
making
bro. You
plays
guys are
down the
punished.
field, protecting the football, but we know he
These are
has
the
the
most
ability.
points we've let up all year.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing
Oh,
today.
dude,
They've
he
given
did
up
him
5
dirty right
sacks.
there.
They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the right. Pulls it in, it's Tyson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the
That's my Michael
quarterback
Parsons
just
right there.
behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. With the catch, it's Butler.
What is up in
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. This is now a 7-point game.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have in the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll go back to work on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Punts it out of the air. Timeout called there by the
What a
defense.
nice spin to
Desperate to
protect
get the
the
ball
body
back
ready.
and save as much time as possible.
And they
That's
found the
just
big
nice.
fella again, and they found
Let's
him
go.
early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running behind that left side.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. How much fun was that?
Let's
I mean, you just
go.
dream of having games
Dude.
like that every time you
They
go
give me a
into
run
the
for my
booth.
money.
I'll watch those two teams play
But we get
anytime.
the money.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring
Hell yeah.
off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference
That boy
between
winning the
these two
Heisman.
squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Big matchup against Dylan Raiola and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I don't think I'm ready for this right now. But hey, we got the home field advantage. Number 10 against number 3. This is our first true test to see if we belong in that college playoff. We're in there now. Top 10 in the country. I'm going to get my recruiting done. And that's going to wrap up this live I appreciate you guys joining up. Smash that like and subscribe button. That's another dub. Next week, next game, you never know when it may be against the number 3 Nebraska Cornhuskers. All right, YouTube. It's been real. It's been fun, but it has not been real fun. Time to go do some. Peace.